Are school uniforms actually beneficial? Sure, if you look good in plaid. I'm Anthony, this is D News, and it's back to school time. Woo! And here in the US, more public schools than ever are adopting mandatory uniform policies for students. Double woo. About 23% of all schools in the country require them now. School boards and educators hope that uniforms will stop violence and bullying, increase focus and academic performance, and even improve attendance. But is any of that true? Most of these theories come from a program run in Long Beach, California in 1995. The district was full of gang violence, discipline problems, low attendance, and sexual assault. And after putting everybody in uniforms for a year, the overall crime rate in the school system dropped 90%. Assault was down by 80%, vandalism by 70%, suspensions were down by 90%. And those are big numbers, but that was almost 20 years ago. A lot of studies have been done since then, and none of them have shown the same results, or anywhere near them. One of the longest running studies is from the National Center for Educational Statistics. Between 1988 and 2004, it followed students from different school districts and backgrounds, from the 8th grade all the way through college, to see just how they were affected by wearing a uniform. First off, there was no change in bullying and victimization at all. Results were the same for substance abuse and behavioral problems. Uniforms can actually cause their own kind of issues. Like, a lot of schools in England are actually trying to back away from the tradition of uniforms because teachers say they spend too much time arguing with kids over things like untucked shirts, and it's distracting them from actually, educating. One area that actually has shown a slight improvement in uniform districts is attendance, particularly in junior high students, especially girls. The theory there is that so much pressure is put on them about how they look, and uniforms actually relieve them of some of it. As the former secondhand / bargain basement nerd king of Rock Lake Middle School, I can relate. But let's get down to what's important. Kids are in school to learn, right? So how are uniforms helping education? They are not. Well, okay, they are a little, in very specific cases. Some schools showed slightly increased reading scores in 8th through 10th graders, but they had zero effect on math across the board, and in some cases, they lowered science and history scores. So why do we persist with the whole uniforms are beneficial thing? Well, most school districts keep pointing to that Long Beach experiment from 1995. You'd think institutes of learning would do better research, but then again, my high school American history textbook only went up to World War II. I actually always wanted to have school uniforms growing up. They made me think of like Roald Dahl novels and anime and Harry Potter, kids on their own, maybe with powers or destinies, definitely with feelings. I also hated picking out clothes in the morning. Did any of you guys have to wear school uniforms? Are you wearing a school uniform right now? How do you feel about them? Let me know down below, and subscribe for more D News.